Joe John, start the tape. Welcome all to the Tier 1 final of Season 7 of the Online Quiz League's Pop Culture Challenge. 324 players came into the competition, answering questions on subjects as diverse as football and fragrances, chicklet and chocolate, superheroes and supermarkets, RPGs and kids' TV. Over 6 weeks of matches, their results moved them up or down the table, and the top 16, the best of the best, qualified for Tier 1. 8 were eliminated in the quarterfinals, a further 4 last week, and we are left with the best of the best of the best. Let's meet the finalists. In Seat 1, a player making his long-awaited return to the Pop Culture Challenge, having not played since the early days of the competition. He currently plays for one of only 2 teams to have played every season in Division 1 of OQL, the Central Belters. He can regularly be heard on Radio 4's Round Britain quiz representing Northern Ireland. Making his first appearance in a PCC final, please welcome Paddy Duffy. In Seat 2, a PCC stalwart, he's played every season and has made Tier 1 on numerous occasions, as well as winning Tier 2 in our inaugural season. He was runner-up in the first ever Brain of Online Quiz League, and he currently plays for Victoria Phoenix in Division 2 of OQL, is back to the Tier final for the first time since Season 2. Please welcome Tom Speller. In Seat 3, well, if I listed all this man's achievements, we'd never get to the quiz. He's been a runner-up in Connections Online Quiz League, a winner of OQL UK with Mangoes, and the overall winner of PCC, ICC, and 5 OQL Live 8 events. He's fast becoming the most feared name in quiz circles around the world, appearing in his 3rd PCC Tier 1 final in a row and the current defending champion. Please give it up for Evan Lynch. And in Seat 4, we have a player whose name is synonymous with the Pop Culture Challenge. He captained the first ever OQL UK champions, Team Northeast. He's had huge TV success, winning cash prizes on shows as diverse as Tipping Point and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. He's the only player to have made Tier 1 in all 7 seasons of PCC and is looking to regain the title that he won in Season 4. Please welcome Michael McPartland. Before we start the quiz, a few thank yous. Firstly, thank you to all the fantastic question writers for putting together over 700 questions over 9 weeks for this competition, and in particular to David Stainer for his sterling work in editing the question sets each week. I'd like to thank everybody involved with playtesting the sets to help maintain the balance and to spot any issues with the questions. I'd like to thank Mike Olson for his fantastic stats summary every week, and Dave Gregson for managing the results feed on Facebook. Big thank you to Will Jones for maintaining the technology that allows the PCC to function, and to Aidan Lynch for organising and overseeing the entire competition. And of course, a huge thank you to everybody who has read any games this season. Without the readers, there could not be a PCC. And I know he hates the limelight, but a special thank you to John Stitcher for wrangling the pool of readers and making sure that every game this season had a reader. And last but not least, finally, to all of the 324 players who entered PCC Season 7, making it the biggest and the best season to date. Without you, there would be no competition, and we cannot thank you enough for your continued support of PCC and the OQL in general. If I've forgotten to thank anyone, you can blame John because he gave me that list. And so we shall start the quiz, and I shall share the scoring screen. A reminder of the rules: 30 seconds on your own questions, 3 seconds as they go down the line. Please keep your hands on screen at all times, and please do police this yourselves and call each other out if you feel somebody is behaving dodgily, because I will be looking at the questions much more than I will be looking at your lovely hands. And so, best of luck, one and all. Let us begin.
Best of luck.
Begin the grand final of Season 7 of Pop Culture Challenge with questions to Paddy. Which actor's first credited role was Andy, a member of Lane's study group in Season 4 of Gilmore Girls? He went on to win an Academy Award for his portrayal of Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody.
Malek.
That is Rami Malek, yes. Pillow Talk and Legendary Lashes are mascaras by which British beauty brand? It is named after its makeup artist creator, who also worked on Tom Ford's luxury makeup range.
Charlotte Tilbury.
That is Charlotte Tilbury. The many children of which man include Techno Mechanicus, Saxon, Nevada, and Exodark Sidereal?
Elon Musk.
That is Elon Musk, yes. Tom, your questions. With a name meaning half moon, what kitchen implement consists of a curved blade with a handle at each end? It is rocked from side to side to cut the food beneath it, making it particularly suited to chopping herbs, though large ones are commonly used in pizzerias to slice pizza.
Demi-lune.
It is not demi-lune. Evan.
Mezzaluna.
It is a mezzaluna. Which American tennis player won the 2017 Australian Open, her 23rd Grand Slam title, while several months pregnant with her daughter Olympia? She would return to tennis in December that year.
Serena Williams.
That is Serena Williams. What adjective precedes strategy in the genre of video games that focus on strategy at a high level? Rather than a player individually controlling soldiers or small units, this genre involves directing mass military actions and resource management of a nation.
Macro.
It is not macro. Michael.
Pass.
Okay. And Paddy.
Pass.
And Evan.
Grand.
It is grand strategy, yes.
Fair play.
Evan, your own questions. Eminem released the diss track Kill Shot in 2018, targeting which other rapper? This performer had earlier attacked Eminem in Rap Devil, but have subsequently found new success in pop punk, leading Eminem fans to suggest Kill Shot destroyed this man's rap career.
Machine Gun Kelly.
That is Machine Gun Kelly, yes.
Very nice.
Who won the 1966 Hugo Award for Best Novel for Dune?
Frank Herbert.
That is Frank Herbert. Which WWE star switched to mixed martial arts in 2007 and won the UFC heavyweight belt in just his third fight with the organization? Diverticulitis cut short his MMA career, at which point he returned to professional wrestling and broke the WrestleMania streak of The Undertaker. Ten seconds.
Brock Lesnar.
That is Brock Lesnar, yes. Michael, your questions. Voiced by Kelly Marie Tran, the name of which warrior princess completes the title of the 2021 Disney film Blank and the Last Dragon?
Mulan.
It is not Mulan. Paddy.
Pass.
Okay. Tom
Pass.
and Evan.
Raya.
Raya is right. Yes. Raya. Michael, Axl Rose is the frontman of which US hard rock band? Their debut UK hit was Sweet Child of Mine, which went to #1 in the US.
Guns N' Roses.
That is Guns N' Roses. Broadcast in the small hours of Sunday mornings on ITV between 1988 and 92, which TV show featured Pete Waterman and Michaela Strachan visiting nightclubs around the UK, chatting to clubbers and spinning the latest dance hits?
The Hitman and Her.
That is The Hitman and Her. So, end of round 1, Evan has 6, Paddy 3, Michael 2, and Tom has 1. Only Evan has used any bonus attempts, having used 3. Round 2, questions back to Paddy. In the 1978 movie Grease, Danny Zuko, played by John Travolta, is the leader of which gang, whose other members include Doody, Sonny, and Putsy?
The Teen Angels.
It's not the Teen Angels. Tom
Pass.
and Michael.
The T-Birds.
The T-Birds is right, yes. What generalized trademark has come to mean any fine laser-cut grater? In a stick shape, as opposed to the traditional box grater, they're used especially for hard cheeses, garlic, or for zesting fruit.
No, pass.
Okay, Tom
Pass.
and Michael
Pass.
and Evan.
A microplane.
That is a microplane, yes. Paddy, your third question. Who won the 1963 Hugo Award for Best Novel for The Man in the High Castle?
Dick.
That is Philip K. Dick, yes. Tom, 2A. Since 1996, what street circuit in Melbourne has hosted Formula One's Australian Grand Prix? For much of this period, the race served as the season opener in the sport.
Albert Park.
That is Albert Park. Despite already making a name for himself as the writer of Family Guy, one of which actor's first on-screen appearances was in the role of Zach, a fellow graduate of Lorelei in season 2 of Gilmore Girls.
MacFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane is correct. Nicknamed the Predator, which Cameroonian French MMA heavyweight recently left the UFC and has taken part in 2 high-profile boxing matches, losing to both Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua.
Ngannou.
Francis Ngannou is right. Evan, your questions. Which Austrian brand of energy drinks has the slogan, "Gives you wings"? It is often sold in a slim silver and blue can.
Red Bull.
Red Bull is right. Voiced by Stephanie Beatriz, what is the forename of the 15-year-old girl who is the main protagonist of the 2021 Disney movie Encanto? In the film, she is the only member of her family who does not possess a magical gift. Ten seconds.
Anna.
That is not. Paddy
Pass.
and Tom
Pass.
and Michael.
Pass.
First X of the match. This is Mirabelle. Evan, your third question. One of the UK's best-selling mascaras is Lash Sensational, by which makeup brand, which moved to New York in 1996 and now includes that city's name in its branding. Its other well-known products include the Fit Me Foundation and the Superstay Matte Ink Liquid Lipstick. Ten seconds.
Donna Karen.
It's not Donna Karan. Paddy
Pass.
and Tom
Pass.
and Michael.
Pass.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline
Maybelline.
in New York.
Okay.
Michael, your questions. The mother of many of Elon Musk's oddly named children, how is the musician Claire Elise Boucher more commonly known?
Grimes.
Grimes is right. Which British heptathlete missed the 2014 athletics season due to her pregnancy? Her return to competition saw her take her 3rd world title in 2015 and an Olympic silver in 2016.
Ennis Hill.
That is Jessica Ennis-Hill, yes. Released in 2000, which grand strategy game, with a Latin name, begins in the mid-15th century and allows players to control one of more than 500 different nations, from massive powers like France and England to single province states?
Europa Universal. I can't actually pronounce it. Universalis.
Europa Universalis is absolutely right. Well done, yeah.
Yeah, well
Couldn't
done.
get the word out.
So end of the round, Evan has 8, Michael has 6, Tom and Paddy 4 each. Paddy and Tom yet to use a bonus attempt. Michael has used 1 and Evan has used 4. Round 3, Paddy. Voiced by Ariana DeBose, what 17-year-old girl is the main protagonist of the 2023 Disney film Wish? In the film, she uses a star to help her retrieve the wishes of the people of the Kingdom of Rosas from the evil King Magnifico.
Anna.
It is not Anna. Tom.
Pass.
And Michael.
Pass.
And Evan.
Pass.
It is Asha.
Ah.
Known as the Magpies, which Melbourne-based sports team have played a record 45 AFL Grand Finals and are the reigning champions in the sport? This Aussie Rules club is the best attended team across all sports in Australia.
Essendon.
It's not Essendon. Tom.
Collingwood.
That is Collingwood. And Paddy, your third question. Jay-Z's 2001 diss track Takeover was directed at which other rapper who responded with the song Ether? Their beef began 5 years earlier when Jay-Z built his track Dead Presidents on a line from this rapper's track, The World Is Yours.
Nas.
That is Nas, yes. Tom, your questions. By what single-word stage name is Saul Hudson, the guitarist with Guns N' Roses, better known? Born in Hampstead and raised in Stoke-on-Trent until the age of 6, he went on to form groups including Velvet Revolver and This Man's Snake Pit.
Flash.
Slash is right. In Greece, who plays Rizzo, the leader of the Pink Ladies? Her later roles include First Lady Abigail Bartlett in The West Wing.
Canning.
Stockard Channing is right. Born in 2023, Techno Mechanicus Musk has a name which was taken from what tabletop game? Launched in 1983, it was created by Games Workshop, and a single word name is sufficient.
Mousetrap.
Not Mousetrap. Paddy.
Pass.
Okay, Michael.
I can't risk it. Pass.
All right, Evan.
Warhammer.
Warhammer, yes.
Well,
Warhammer 40k,
yeah,
but
makes more
Warhammer
sense.
is what I wanted.
Too risky.
Evan, your questions. Which actor made one of his earliest TV appearances as Peyton Sanders, one of Lorelei's love interests in season 3 of Gilmore Girls? 5 years later, he made his first appearance as Don Draper in Mad Men.
John Hamm.
That's John Hamm, yes. Which Japanese tennis player, a multi-Grand Slam winner and former world #1, announced days before the 2023 Australian Open that she was expecting her first child with rapper Corday? She returned to tennis at the 2024 Brisbane International.
Osaka.
Naomi Osaka is right. Usually referred to by a one-word nickname, who was the exuberant host of the show Dance Energy, part of BBC's Def 2 strand, which showcased several of the biggest dance and hip-hop artists of the early 90s. Originally making his name as a photographer in London's hip-hop scene in the late 80s, he also featured in several reality TV shows in the early 2000s. Ten seconds.
Bounce.
Sorry?
Bounce.
It's not. Paddy.
Pass.
Michael?
Normsky.
That is Normsky. Yes,
Yeah,
Norman
very
Anderson or Normsky. Michael, your own questions. Who won the 1970 Hugo Award for Best Novel for The Left Hand of Darkness?
Le Guin.
It is Ursula Le Guin, yes. One of Red Bull's competitors in the energy drink market is which American brand, whose flavors include Zero Ultra, Juice, and Hydro? The logo on its original flavor is a fluorescent green letter of the alphabet on a black background.
Monster.
Monster is right. Monster Energy. Bad Gel and They're Real are mascaras by which American beauty brand? Best known for their eyebrow products and brow bars that can be found in department stores across the UK. Ten seconds.
Rimmel.
It's not Rimmel. Paddy
Pass.
and Tom
Pass.
and Evan.
Pass.
Okay. It is Benefit.
Nope.
So end of round 3, Evan has 11, Michael 9, Tom 7, and Paddy has 5. Paddy yet to use a bonus attempt. Tom has used 1, Michael 2, and Evan has used 5. Round 4, questions back to Paddy. Which location is described in a Guns N' Roses song of the same name as where the grass is green and the girls are pretty? Axl Rose wanted you to take me down to this place.
Paradise City.
Paradise City is right. The third installment in which Grand Strategy series was released in 2020. Unusually, this game put greater focus on a player's individual character, allowing for RPG-like customization, but still allowed the freedom to do things like convert to a nudist religion or replace the Pope with a horse.
Civilization.
It is not. Tom
Pass.
and Michael.
Crusader Kings.
It is Crusader Kings, yes. Paddy, your third question. Which Thai energy drink with the slogan, The Fighting Spirit, has a logo of a buffalo on a red circle on its cans? It became the EFL Cup's title sponsor in 2017.
Carabao.
Carabao is right. Tom, your questions. High Impact is the best-selling mascara of which American cosmetic and skincare manufacturer, created by Estee Lauder's daughter-in-law, Evelyn. Consultants for this brand can still be seen wearing their trademark white lab coats in department stores worldwide.
Sephora.
It's not. Paddy
Pass.
and Michael
Pass.
and Evan.
Pass.
It is Clinique.
Makes sense.
Tom, your second question. Which rapper, once part of NWA, released the diss tracks Real Motherfucking G's and It's On in 1993? Both tracks were aimed primarily at Dr. Dre, with whom he had feuded after NWA split up.
Ice Cube.
It's not. Paddy.
Easy E.
It is Eazy-E, yes. And Tom, your third question. Broadcast on Channel 4 between 1995 and 96, which late-night music show featured Mark Radcliffe and Joe Wiley introducing live performances from a plainly decorated studio? An infamous episode of this show featured Iggy Pop performing in a pair of see-through trousers.
Friday Night Live.
It's not. Paddy
Pass.
and Michael
Pass.
and Evan.
Pass.
This was called The White Room.
All right.
Evan, your questions. What name is given to a deep conical sieve of very fine mesh used for straining sauces? It gets its name not because of the sort of cuisine it is used in, but due to its resemblance to a kind of hat. 10 seconds.
Chinese serve.
Sorry?
Chinese serve.
No, Paddy
Pass.
and Tom
Pass.
and Michael.
Pass.
So the actual answer is Xinhua. So there is a Chinese. I think it is specifically the
It's
French
the
word.
name.
Yeah. I just think Chinese hat. Yeah, that's
Okay, Evan, second question. What short forename is shared by one of Elon Musk's triplet sons, born in 2006, and a son of Wayne and Colleen Rooney, born in 2009? Kai is right. In Greece, Jeff Conaway plays which member of the T-Birds? He is Danny Zuko's best friend and has an on-off relationship with Rizzo. Either forename or surname is acceptable.
ready.
It's not. Paddy.
Kaneki.
That is Kaneki Murdoch. Kaneki, yes. Michael, your questions. Nicknamed Bones, which MMA fighter has held both the UFC's light heavyweight and heavyweight titles, becoming champion in the latter division after the belt was vacated by Francis Ngannou?
Jones.
John Jones is right. Long before she took the role of Sue Sylvester in Glee, which actress played a nurse who clashes with Emily Gilmore in the first series of Gilmore Girls? Her other roles include Linda Freeman in 2.5 Men and Sophie Lennon in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Ten seconds.
Not first name. Just add in. I can't remember. Falco.
It's not. Tom.
Lynch.
Yeah,
It is Jane Lynch.
Yeah.
Absolutely right, yeah.
Oh, he's sit there, isn't he? God damn.
Right there in front of you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think that's why you went first name only on his on his thing.
And last question of the round. Rugby league great Billy Slater spent his whole career with which Melbourne club? This team was stripped of their 2007 and 09 NRL titles after being found guilty of salary cap breaches. Ten seconds.
Rabbitohs.
Not the Rabbitohs. Paddy
Pass.
and Tom
Pass.
and Evan.
Pass.
They are the Melbourne Storm.
Yeah, it was gettable.
One round to go then. Evan has 12, Michael has 11, Paddy has 9, and Tom has 8. Paddy and Tom have used 2 bonus attempts each, Michael 3 and Evan 5. Round 5 questions back to Paddy. Which Scottish athlete won gold in the 10,000 metres at the 1991 World Championships in Tokyo, a year after giving birth? Her daughter Ailish went on to take gold in the 10,000 metres at the 2022 Commonwealth Games.
McColgan.
That is Liz McColgan. Yes, so I could have taken Elizabeth Nuttall or Liz Lynch.
Another Lynch, yeah.
Yeah, what's going on?
Fighting at heavyweight only once since he left the UFC, which former UFC light heavyweight champion is best remembered for a brutal trilogy of fights with Wanderlei Silva? Known as Rampage due to his chaotic fighting style, in 2010 he played the role of B.A. Baracus in the movie version of The A-Team.
Roberts.
It is not Roberts. Tom.
Pass.
And Michael.
Jackson.
It is Quinton Rampage Jackson. Paddy, your third question. Eurotrash host Antoine Decaune made his British TV debut as the host of which music show, shown as part of the Def 2 strand from 1988 to 92? Originally broadcast in France, It featured Dacon introducing interviews and videos while standing in front of a screen bearing the show's name.
Rapido.
Rapido is right. Tom, your questions. Which energy drink brand was created by Coca-Cola in 2006 and is nowadays owned by Monster? Its cans are twice the size of Red Bull, with the brand name in Gothic writing on a reddish background. Ten seconds.
Intense.
It's not intense. Paddy.
Dragon soup.
It's not. Michael.
Pass.
And Evan.
Pass.
It is Relentless.
Yeah, that was it.
Who won the 1962 Hugo Award for Best Novel for Stranger in a Strange Land? Ten seconds.
Asimov.
It's not Asimov. Paddy.
Pass.
And Michael.
Pass.
And Evan.
Heinlein.
It is Robert Heinlein. Yes. Tom, your third question. Voiced by Amy Carrero, which Disney princess gives her name to the 2016 television movie Blank and the Secret of Avalor? The character also gives her name to a television series set in Avalor. Ten seconds.
Rosa.
It's not. Paddy.
Pass.
And Michael.
Pass.
And Evan.
Pass.
It is Elena. Elena and the Secret of Avalor. Evan, your questions. Sweet Child of Mine and Paradise City were tracks from which debut studio album by Guns N' Roses? It remains the 7th best-selling album of all time in the US.
Appetite for Destruction.
That is Appetite for Destruction, yes. Europa Universalis and Crusader Kings were developed by which Stockholm-based video game developer and publisher, which specializes in the grand strategy genre? Its other titles include Hearts of Iron, set in the years before World War II, and Stellaris, which applies the genre to science fiction.
Paradox.
Paradox Interactive is right. Which Melbourne-based soccer club have won 4 titles in the A-League era, the second most of any team? Between 2005 and 16, Archie Thompson scored 90 goals for this side. Ten seconds.
Central Coast Mariners.
Nope. Tom.
Melbourne Victory.
It is Melbourne Victory, yes. Michael. In Greece, Sid Caesar plays which sports teacher at Rydell High? He helped Danny become a runner, which in turn helped him win Sandy, played by Olivia Newton-John, back from the jock Tom.
Coach Calhoun.
It is Coach Vince Calhoun, yes.
Nice.
In July 2020, Megan Thee Stallion was shot in the foot by which other rapper? Megan released the diss track Shots Fired in November that year, mocking this rapper for wanting attention from her.
shares a name with someone famous, probably.
10 seconds.
Cole.
That is not. Paddy
Pass.
and Tom.
Tory Lanes.
That is Tory Lanes. Yes.
Very good.
And Michael. Combining a demonym and a body part, what alternative name is given to a citrus fruit squeezer, particularly the brightly coloured ones used in bartending?
A Dutch arm.
Sorry?
A Dutch arm.
It is not a Dutch arm. Paddy.
A French hand.
It is not a French hand. Tom.
Pass.
Okay. And Evan.
Let's play Mexican elbow.
And Mexican elbow is the right answer.
Oh,
What? That's
very
actually
good.
right. What?
Yeah, that's actually right. Mexican elbow.
Well, you deserve that fair and
You
square.
deserve that.
Well
It
played.
looks like an
means
elbow,
that-
and they use citrus fruits in Mexico. That works.
Which means that defending his championship successfully, Evan Lynch is the season 7 champion of Tier 1 of the Prop Culture Challenge. In second
Yeah, well
place,
done.
Michael, Paddy in third, and Tom in fourth. But
Yeah,
well
well-
played, everybody.
Yeah, well
Brilliant
Well
match.
done. Well done.
Very much. And thank you,
Yeah,
Ian,
good
for
game all.
Yeah, cheers, Ian.
Yeah, absolute pleasure. A privilege
Yeah, thanks very
to
much.
read this match. Join us again in season 8. In the meantime, there's probably been an International Culture Challenge coming at some point, and keep an eye on the OQL website and the OQL Facebook page for more things you could sign up to. Thank you very much, and good night.
Thank you.